All right, big college basketball card on Tuesday. The number one team in the country is an underdog. I'll be talking about that. Plus, we've got a NBA doubleheader on TNT. Now, as I go through these games, you can feel free to comment with your thoughts at any time. Just do me a favor and smash that like button. Always appreciate the support. As a reminder, I'm coming off a 4-0 Sunday sweep and a 7-1 weekend overall, 14-4 all sports run. In just a little bit, I'll be telling you how you can get my first NFL playoff winner for just $5. But first, let's start the Power 5 with number 1 Tennessee taking points at number 8 Florida. This game will be on ESPN starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. Not only are the Volunteers the top-ranked team in the country, but they are the only undefeated team left in college basketball. Florida was undefeated going into Saturday themselves, but took a 106-100 loss at Kentucky. The Gators, though, 2.5-point favorites here. The number of points they allowed to Kentucky, not really indicative of where this Florida team is defensively. They've held 6 different opponents to 60 points or less. Also, this is a team that likes to get out in transition. They play at the 3rd fastest tempo in the SEC, tied for the 5th most kill shots. Those are scoring runs of 10-0 or better in the country per Evan Maya. Yeah, it's tough fading this Tennessee team. I get it, especially when we actually have to lay points to do so. But Florida minus 2.5 is how I'd play tonight's big showdown. Maybe even shop around, try to find a -2. Sticking in the SEC, we have another interesting line on Tuesday as number 6 Kentucky is only a 2.5-point favorite at unranked Georgia. Now, I already just talked about a little bit how UK just beat Florida over the weekend. In the process, the Wildcats shot a blistering 57.8% from the floor, including 14 of 29 from 3. This team is second in the country in scoring, averaging 90.2 points per game. But guess what? Away from Lexington, they dropped to 111th in points per possession and turned the ball over at the 3rd highest rate in the country. Kentucky has played only one true road game thus far, and they lost it at Clemson back on December 3rd. So I think Georgia rebounds from a loss at Ole Miss over the weekend, in which it shot just 29.3% overall and 2 for 18 from 3. At home this season, the Bulldogs 22nd nationally in points per possession. So we've got two teams there coming off wildly different results at the offensive end. I think we see a little regression to the mean. Give me Georgia and the points. One more college hoops matchup for you, and it's a top 25 battle in the Big Ten with number 22 UCLA hosting number 24 Michigan. This one tips off late night. For those of us in the Eastern time zone, 10 p.m. on Peacock, just another subscription service we all need, I guess. I already have it for the WWE archives. Nevertheless, my power ratings say that Michigan is the better team here. I've got the Wolverines as the 12th best team in the country. Compare that to UCLA, who I have at 19th. So actually, I have both teams above where they are currently ranked in the latest AP poll. I just faded this UCLA team on Saturday, and they lost as an underdog at unranked Nebraska. Tough to then come back and fade them again, especially at home with Michigan making the big cross-country trip. However, take note, the Wolverines' 3 losses this season, guys, are by a combined 5 points. None greater than 2. I'll take the plus 3.5 in this one. So I mentioned earlier that I've been red hot as of late. 4-0 Sunday sweep, 7-1 weekend, 14-4 all sports run at WagerTalk.com. Well, that includes a perfect 5-0 record in the NFL. 4% best bet on the Lions Sunday night. Right now, you can get my first playoff winner for just $5. This is a limited time deal that will last until only midnight on Tuesday. I do expect the lines to start moving. Thus, later in the week, this first play, it may no longer be available. It may move out of my desired range. So act now. Go to wt.buzz/BP. Last year, I went 4-1 on Super Wildcard Weekend, including a pair of 4% best bet winners over on the Browns and Texans. Had the Bucks outright as well. Had the Packers outright over the Cowboys, for that matter. All right, how about some NBA for Tuesday? First game on TNT is the Lakers at the Mavs. No Luka, no Kyrie for Dallas, and I don't really care. I really want to fade this Lakers team, which still has a negative point differential, negative net efficiency rating for the season. No one is going to want to take the Mavs here, but I will grab the plus 6.5. Just what I do. Last night, we saw Orlando minus its top 4 scorers going to New York and upset the Knicks as a double-digit underdog. I think the Mavs can, at the very least, keep it close here against LeBron and company. This number is obviously inflated. The Lakers-Mavs game tips off at 7:30 Eastern. Immediately following will be Celtics at the Nuggets, battle of the last 2 NBA champions. We are getting Boston off a loss here, and that means I want to play them. So far this season, the Celtics are 8-1 straight up off a loss. 7 of those 8 wins have been by 15 points or more. The only time the Celtics failed to win when off a straight up loss was Christmas Day against Philadelphia. I know it seems dicey laying 5 points in Denver with the other team, but I would do it here. In fact, maybe just wait. I think this number is going to come down. Note the Nuggets just 5-7 straight up their last 12 games. All right, let's do a quick recap of the Power Five for Tuesday in college hoops. I like Florida laying the short number against Tennessee. Yep, there'll be no more unbeaten teams after tonight, I don't think. And then I like Georgia plus 2.5 against Kentucky. I like Michigan plus 3.5 against UCLA. Moving to the NBA, Dallas plus 6.5 versus the Lakers. Boston lay it against Denver. See how far that one drops. I'm seeing some 4.5s right now on the WagerTalk.com odds screen. Again, if you've got any thoughts you'd like to share, please do so now by commenting down below. Feel free to let me know what else you're betting on tonight. One more time, my first NFL playoff winner is currently available for only $5. WT.buzz/BP. It's a perfect 5-0 run in the NFL. We swept week 18. That's going to do it for the Power 5. Hope you enjoyed it. Smash that like button if you did. Make sure you're subscribed to the WagerTalk YouTube channel. And until next time, guys, let's cash some tickets.